Hey, what's up guys? Luna and I back again. We're gonna bring you a quick little glute circuit. It's hump day, it's Wednesday. So here's a quick little glute circuit that you could do at home. You don't need any equipment. You can add some bands to it, but this will be plenty without the bands. You're gonna do 3 moves, okay? And you'll do as many reps as you can of all the moves. And you'll do each move for 5 minutes. But if you are seriously booty building, you need a little more than that. You could do each of the moves for 8 minutes. But just back to back, all 3 moves in a row. Just keep going until you hit your time. Just put the timer on your iPhone, okay? I'll show modifications. Warming up, you should warm up before every exercise. All I did were some hip airplanes. So what you do is bringing one foot off the ground and just lowering your hips down to as close to tabletop as you can, and then you're just going to slowly open up and then slowly come back. Okay, so just take your time. Think about the hips opening and closing, and the whole time you're pushing through the floor, generating that tension in your glute. And these could be really tough for a lot of people, so I would start off small. Just do like 5 reps, and then you'll switch and do 5 reps on the other side there. And if you wobble a little like I just did there, just slow down. Make the movement a little smaller, take your time. But 3 to 5 slow, controlled reps, and you'll do 3 rounds of that. And if you're really bad at it, do 5 rounds. But just a couple of reps on each side for 3 to 5 reps, and your hips, your glutes, it'll all be warmed up, ready to go, okay? So first movement is a single leg hip thrust, and you can add the band for these, okay? And if you can get like a bigger band, these smaller bands, they're okay, but they kind of tend to ride up and cut up on you. But you're setting up your upper back on your sofa, ottoman, step, whatever you have, and your position is key. People get this wrong all the time. You want to avoid extending your head back, craning your head back, and hyperextending that cervical. You want your head forward, okay? Glutes tight, chin slightly tucked, not too tucked, but just slightly tucked. And then you're going to lower your hips down and then push through the floor to squeeze those glutes. And though I just said push through the floor, you really want to push your foot and your heel away. So actually, rather than pushing down, push your foot and your heel away from you. And once you get 5 reps, you're just going to switch and get 5 on the other side. Take your time, squeeze, okay? Crunch down on those abs. We don't want to overextend the spine, and just squeeze that glute at the top. So 5 reps, and then you switch to the other side. So you just keep hitting 5 reps of each side, back and forth, until you get to your 5 minutes. Or if you're, again, seriously booty building, till you get to your 8 minutes. Now, you don't need the band, again, and these will be hard enough even without the band. Squeeze, okay? Now say even without the band, if the single leg is too hard like this, then just cross the ankle over the knee, and you could still work the one side, but you have a little more support. So you get your 5, and then again you switch 5. Okay, so that's the first move. Second move, you're gonna get into sort of a side plank position, except your legs are not straight, your knees are bent, and if you can see, my knees are in front of my hips, okay, because my legs are not straight. But your elbow is under your shoulder, and then from here you're gonna lift up and clamp the leg. This would be the easier one. So you do 5 of these. Harder would be you lift and you lift that top leg. So you lift the hip and you lift that top leg. You lift the hip and you lift that top leg. And really get a good squeeze in that glute and that hip. Both sides of your hip are working on each rep. And once you get 5, you just flip it over. Again, we want that elbow right under the shoulder. And again, that's your easier one. Harder would be that. So you see that harder rep, you lift the bottom hip and you lift that top leg. You hit 5 of those, and you will start to feel it as you get to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, okay? 5 minutes at least. Again, you can go to 8 minutes. Squeeze, squeeze, non-stop, 5 reps each side, okay, till you hit that time. So that's the second movement. Third final movement, just elevate your back foot on your couch step, ottoman, whatever you got, and we're just gonna hit 5 Bulgarian split squats. Okay, it's gonna hit your thighs, but you can get a lot of glute with this as well, okay? If you need to, you can move the front foot up a little bit. If you, say, have bad knees or whatever, just make sure your feet is not so far out that you can't move through those joints, okay? And get down to a good range of motion. Right here, squeezing that glute, pushing through the floor. Same idea. Once you get 5, you're gonna switch 5 on that side, 5 on that side. That's 3, squeeze, 4, 5. Okay, notice my angle. I'm not completely straight up, okay, with my torso. I am leaning forward a little bit. As long as I'm not slouched over, you can and probably should lean forward a little bit, because that's gonna give your hip angle what it needs to really work those glutes. So you get 5 of those, okay? 5 left, 5 right, back and forth, okay? And that's it. So quick little 15-minute, 24-minute, if you go 8 minutes, get a nice booty pump, and boom, that's it. Happy hump day, guys.